Hello and welcome back to Statistically Improbable Productions, aka our 1-year anniversary stream. It's been a full year, and I actually do have a few quick announcements at the top of this stream. Before we get started, our Baldur's Gate stream that we've been doing between Monster of the Week sessions is now going to be Thursday evenings at 6 or 7 Atlantic Standard Time. I'll decide which one. Might just depend on when I get off work. And every Sunday afternoon, I'll be now doing a art stream on Sundays between Monster of the Week sessions. We're gonna try and figure out how that's gonna work. But it should be fun. I'm gonna reteach myself how to do art because I haven't done it in a long time. And the last thing I want to give a shout out to everyone. We are now, last session we had just passed the 50 followers mark, and we should be able to get affiliate this month. Woo!
Oh yeah.
So that's been a long time in the works now, and it's paying off. And it's exciting because this is a real thing. But that's all my announcements, unless anyone had anything else to say. We'll jump into the recap of the last session, and who's going to take that off?
Corny.
I can't. I can't. I literally can't. Okay, so last session, I'm going to assume that John Doe decided that making a pipe bomb would be a really good idea, and Max, in his infinite wisdom and intelligence, chose to full arm down the throat of this thing with the pipe bomb, exploding, dealing damage to the entire party, which is where I assume most of the damage to the party came from, and is why 2 of you are unstable and 1 of you went away.
Not far off.
Yes.
Surprisingly, though, the pipe bomb didn't cause most damage to everything else.
So there was actually 3 pipe bombs.
Oh dear.
Max or John, would one of you be able to give a bit of a recap?
We prepared for the encounter with the thing because we knew where it was, maybe, and we made some pipe bombs, and possibly something else, or something to get through the webs, I think.
Yeah, you made an acid knife.
Acid knife.
My new metal band.
And we went to the thing, and we encountered the doctor. Who was the doctor?
Is that weird name? The one that was missing?
Asuka, ASCII something.
Asuka.
That's it.
Just
the doctor.
I always forgot their names, so it was just like Doctor Who. Is this?
Trademark.
No relation to The Who, the famous band, of course.
Yeah, that's a reference that you were making.
Or the one that Horton heard.
Yeah.
A lot of
anyway, So the doctor had turned themselves into some sort of monster, as you do. You know, classic villain move. And then we fought them. And we won. I dare say. But it involved blowing up bombs, and people are a bit hurt. I myself, looking at my sheet now, am 2 harms away from death. I am unstable. Crazy. Watch out.
Grippy socks in your future.
Oh, yeah.
Max is also the other definition of unstable right now.
Yeah, if we look at the last roll on our little dice roller there, the resist pure drive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
So Max has given in to his anger and rage.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to put Max down, unfortunately. That's where you come in, Corny.
Teleport action, go.
That's what I do with my cleric when we get in trouble.
The other thing I remember as well is Miss Wynn used me as some sort of power conduit.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah.
Yeah, siphon some of your hellish magic to empower one of her spells. Don't know how you feel with that.
Just some casual hell magic.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's actually a pretty good summary. Dr. Asuka had been changed into what her current form after the surge, and she was trying to invoke that same change onto other people because she saw herself as a superior being.
As scientists do, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Checks out.
Classic God complex.
It's just the regular scientific method.
Yeah, yep.
And that's how it works, right?
Yep. Perform experiments, learn a way to make a change, see yourself as better than anything around you, and try to spread that change. Got it, yeah.
Yeah.
With or without consent.
Sounds like a scientist, yep. Especially one from the, quote, science center.
Well, where else would a scientist come from?
You know, I've been asking myself that same question. Okay. So does Corny see that Max is like raging, foaming at the mouth?
Well, Corny's not there at the moment.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Where is Corny?
What we had stated, as you guys had exited the sewer, you had the unconscious body of the reporter with you. So I had Corny had volunteered to take the reporter to safety. But before you guys split up, John had gotten a call telling him the last known address of this Dr. Asuka. So they had headed off to investigate that address while Corny had taken the reporter to safety. So we'll actually start this session off cutting to Corny. If you were to taken this unconscious person to safety, where would you have taken them?
The spot. And then I would have leaned on the neighborhood to help me get this person stabilized or healthy or help them. Because I have the ties to the neighborhood. My hood is... I always kept them happy, so they help me with minor things. Like, I would consider this a minor help.
So, as you get to the spot, you notice a member of your crew is standing outside. Looks like he's has been waiting for you. It would have been Mikey V.
Okay.
He, as you approach the spot with this person in hand, he kind of nods to you and says, you got a visitor who's come to see you. Been waiting for you inside. And
all right. Where's Danny O? I asked Mikey.
Him and Henry are inside, just keeping an eye on things. There are two of them. There's a little odd.
All right. I'm going to leave this person outside here with you. And I'll find a way to send Danny-O out to help you get this person to some safety. Whatever's inside, I'm sure me and Henry can deal with it.
Okay. And you enter?
Yep.
Upon entering the spot, same bar that you've entered 100 times. It's essentially your home. You're greeted by the sound of a voice. Hello, Corny, my old friend. You look like you're at wit's end. A familiar voice. And you see a female sitting at one of the booths. She looks younger, but it's hard to judge the age exactly. You would know this person as Violet, someone from your past who you had done a previous mission with.
I didn't think I'd see you again.
On the other side of the booth, there is a shorter male who's very strongly built and wears a pointed red cap. You seem to be having some trouble. You need to get to a place on the double.
I mean, I'm doing all right. Where do you think I need to get to on the double?
Her head just kind of like tilts. Some of your friends will soon fall. You really need to get on the ball.
This is why, when I said earlier I didn't think I'd see you again, I really should have been more specific. I hoped I'd never see you again. What? Where do I need to go? You're never really wrong. You just play games with words.
She sighs and leans back. Fine. Enough of this facade. I'm here to do a little investigating on my own, and I might need your help soon. But we've noticed that some of the friends you hang out with are intriguing, but they've stepped into something they might not be able to handle well. I think they were heading in. You know where they were heading.
Did I hear exactly where they were heading?
I assume that
John share that information?
I'm assuming John would have shared that information before splitting.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure with your untrusting nature. Yeah, I mean, I do know where they're heading. I was kind of hoping to take care of something first. We did have an injured reporter.
You have people who can take care of her. I could take care of her.
True enough, and if you're looking for my help, why don't you help me?
Seems like a deal that could do us both a little good. I'll see you later. You should
And
be on your way now.
I assume you'll find me.
I will.
Danny, you want to help Mikey take care of this person? Find him old man Willie. He's usually good with an injury or two.
Old man Willie.
Okay, gotta write that in. You see down? Old man Willie. Medic? Question mark? Okay.
I will leave that up to you. And then, yeah, Corny's going to kind of talk to Henry real quick and just ask him to kind of keep an eye on those two while they go about their business, and then just head on my way.
Okay. So, you head towards the address that John had mentioned to you. It's not within your neighborhood, but you're able to find the house after a little bit.
And I'm basically speed walking because the car's broken and I don't want to run. But I want to get there as quickly as I can.
You don't want to risk getting stitches, like...
Yeah, exactly.
Side stitch right before a big encounter, that's just not good.
Yeah, not good at all.
You eventually find the house, and upon coming up to it, the front door is open. Looks like the window had been smashed on the door. The house looks pretty much abandoned. If you press further in, the door to the garage is also open.
Okay, just before I step in the house, at least I'm going to look around because this isn't my neighborhood, so I'm not as familiar with it. I want to make sure there's no like police presence or somebody kind of watching the house.
Okay. Let me see. What? Because I know
That'd be like
read
a
about
sharp roll.
situation is a move, but I just want to see if that would cover this.
Okay.
I don't think an roll is fully necessary here.
Wouldn't be read a bad situation.
Yeah, let's roll. Let's see what we get. Read a bad situation.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Advanced success.
So.
I don't think I have the advanced ability, so I just get the regular success.
Yeah. So. You get to ask 3 questions.
And I get... Yep, okay. Are there any dangers I haven't noticed?
Upon inspecting the area, there doesn't seem to be any current police presence.
Okay.
You outside there doesn't seem to be anyone. If you press forward inside, like the house does seem to be pretty much abandoned. You don't see. It looks like some of the dust has been disturbed from a recent investigation.
Okay, so then I guess one of my other questions would be, what's my best way in, using kind of the dust as clues? Like, where am I going?
It looks like the path leads towards the garage, and upon entering you notice that there's a tool shelf that had been knocked over, revealing a passageway that leads down to a hidden basement.
Okay. Now, with these holds, can I hold one for later? Or do I have to use them all right now?
I think you can... You can't hold them for basically just this situation. It's not something you can hold for ever.
Yeah, but like as I'm further exploring in, could I use one more later? Like a little bit later as I find them? Or should I use it now?
Allowed. Yeah, I'd say.
Okay.
You can hold
so I'll just
one.
mark that I have one. Okay, cool. That's fine then. I'm going to continue through to the area.
One of the things for any dangers you hadn't noticed yet, you also do notice that in the corner of this garage there what looks like what was a smashed security camera, as well as holes in the drywall following the wire route that led to this same door.
Okay.
And you make your way down a staircase that goes deep underground and eventually leads to a hallway with stonework very similar to the sewer systems that you had previously been in. Within this hall, there's storage crates of a variety of different sizes. They all seem to hold some sort of lab equipment. Beakers, test tubes, certain table stands, and some electronics. And you continue down the hallway? Yes?
Yeah, I'm continuing.
At the end of the hallway, you come to an open airlock door. A giant mechanical door that has a big wheel on the front of it that had to be turned to open. And there is light coming from inside the door. And I can switch you over to the map now so you can see the craziness that had occurred. I'll switch over this camera as well. just drag and drop Corny's copy. And paste. There you are, Corny. Can you see your token?
Yes.
In the far right side.
Yes.
So that's where you enter from. Oh, your token might be facing there. Do you have a light source on?
No, but I have light sources that I own. That if it's dark enough, I need to turn one on. I will.
Dynamic lighting. Token emits light. There we go. Jeez, what's there? So, upon entering this room, you come out upon landing. There's spider webs everywhere. The stonework similar to the sewers that you'd been in, but much older. In front of you, on the edge of this landing, you see one of the arachnoid creatures, but it's bent backwards over the landing, spine completely snapped. Burn marks over its face. Beyond that, there's a bright orb of light in the center of this massive funneled drain. The carcass of a giant arachnoid creature sits in the middle of this area. Not really decapitated. The head is just gone.
Fair.
John, actually, you probably won't be able to see John right away. There's another body of an arachnoid creature that is partially destroyed on one side and is slumped on the edge of this drain. When you'd notice is unconscious in the middle of the floor, and you see Max. Is that Max? Have you seen? I have the cameras in the wrong area as well. I'm just noticing that.
Oh shit. Yep.
Whoopsies. I messed that up. There we go. Give me one moment to fix this technical difficulties. Nope. You guys see nothing? Everything is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I had them right for the first screen. There we go. Everything's fine. I did nothing wrong. Okay, back to what I was saying. Have you ever seen Max in this form? I don't believe you have.
I don't think so.
So, this thing that resembles the person you knew as Max, except giant monarch butterfly-like wings, horns coming out of his head, and hair that almost looks like fire. I can actually size him up here for you to get a better view.
All right.
That's what he currently looks like.
Okay.
But, Max, what is your current demeanor? You you feel hurt and pain. You can't focus on any coherent thought. All you know is you want others to know how you feel.
I'm currently just seething with rage, and as I'm looking around, my attention is gonna focus on Wen now because she decided to use me as a living battery earlier.
Okay. So. Let me just see. Corny, you see this creature in front of you seething, and it turns to face when you can see the bloodlust in its eyes.
Can I use magic and channel my bond with my spiritual guide to hold him in place?
I think you switched out the use magic for trust my gut, didn't you?
I do have trust my gut. Does that mean I cannot use magic even with the spiritual guide?
Alright, I don't have the spiritual guide thing in my book because it's a newer...
Supernatural guide is what it's called.
Yeah. Let me see what the supernatural guide ability does exactly. Connections, supernatural being is guide.
If not, I'll just try to manipulate him.
Whenever you roll plus weird, use charm instead. So yeah, the trust your gut ability is it replaces use magic.
Okay.
So
Then I'll use Grifter and manipulate him. And try to convince him not to attack.
Okay.
And Grifter means I get to ask you, well, what will convince this person to do what I want?
So, what will this is almost more between me and Max. What would convince Max?
Max and I.
No, it's me and Max.
What would
You don't say between I, you say between me.
Did John just get out Englished? What would convince Max to not go for Win? Can he listen to any type of reason, or maybe not less reason? Is there something that could be said to get
That's
him
a very
off
good
this track?
question.
And also, do know that even if I say whatever or use whatever you give me, you still have the option as a hunter to not do what I ask, no matter what I roll. But if I do roll high and you choose to, you get experience.
Okay.
But his
so
ability...
it's like my ability.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, basically, we have to honestly tell him, just like, what would be the one thing that could convince Max? This isn't you. You're better than this. What sort of words might be able to get through to him?
It would have to be something generic because I don't think I've had much interaction with Corny at all that he would know something more personal.
Well, but that's the thing about grifters. I'm basically really good at reading people, so I would be able to find minor clues.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to know the name of your childhood, like, savior or whatever, but I may be able to pick up on some important details.
Yeah, he can read people. Like, he doesn't know you personally, but he knows what kind of person you are.
Okay. Well, I guess it's kind of along the lines of this. So Max's whole thing is being able to control his powers. And so I guess in this case, it would be his powers are controlling him.
Okay.
And that's not what he wants.
Okay,
so control your powers, don't let them control you.
Something like that, yeah. So I'll roll my check, and then we'll see if I roll high enough. I'll say what I say based on what I roll.
Yeah.
Success. Okay. So he's gonna say, look, I'm not sure who you are. You look kind of like someone I know. But you look like somebody who maybe doesn't want whatever is happening to you right now to define you. Wynn's a good person. She's already down. Do you really want to take advantage of that? And then it's your choice if you go with it. If you do, you get 1 experience. If I were to get a higher success, you'd get forward as well. But this is just the 1 experience.
Okay. Mr. DM, do I... You said before that, like, I couldn't really hear anything. Do I hear this? Do I need to make any check, or do I just take the words as is and go with that?
Like, when you're in a rage, you can still hear things. You just don't register them quite as you normally would.
Okay.
So, your attention can still be drawn. So, you can hear him and you can see the words coming from him.
And if you're not sure which way you're leaning, you can always do a high-low roll.
So
as you're saying what you're saying, you can see me start to kind of extend my claws on my right hand, sort of in what looks like my me getting ready to strike Wynn, but then you can see on my face just something like take over, and you can see my left hand just come over and grab my right hand, and you can see myself trying to forcibly calm myself down.
Roll against your pure drive, since to manipulate someone did succeed, and you are trying to fight it.
Okay, so this would be the very definition of acting under pressure.
Yep.
Yeah, but you have a special button for roll against pure drive.
Do I? Oh yeah, I do.
Come on, Max. Let's go!
Hey!
Let's go!
That's a natural 12.
Let's go!
Wait, what? That's a. Oh,
That's 2 sixes.
2 6s.
Yeah, he has no bonus. Let's go!
Okay. Describe to us what this is like for Max. You are blinded by rage, but somehow you managed to hear these words. What do they mean to Max?
You just see me kind of just huffing and seething, just looking at Wynn. Me grabbing my arm to calm myself down. There's steam coming up from my body. You can see me visibly fighting against my anger. And as I'm able to take control, you just see me turn around. And I'm going to walk down here, and I'm just going to sit in the corner. Just going to sit down, look straight ahead, and just start counting to myself to calm down.
I'm gonna exhale a big sigh of relief.
John.
Hello.
And you said I get experience for that, right?
Yes, you get to mark 1 experience because you did what I asked.
And that's a level up.
Let's
Oh,
go! Bear, 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 bear.
Immediately.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
What's that level now?
That's my 3rd time, I think.
Do you know what you're taking? You don't have to say it, but if you don't want to.
I'll take a look and I'll get back to you.
Okay. So, John, you just witnessed all this occur.
Was I hiding under the table?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll peep out from under the table and say, "Holy shit!"
I jump a little bit because I didn't know he was fucking there.
Yeah, understandable.
What was that all about? I just came down here to blow up a spider monster.
No, I show up and there's a giant demon thing attacking Wynn, and apparently it was Max.
So, John, you are currently unstable. Wynn is unstable and unconscious.
Know how first aid works?
Party, I'm hurt real bad. And also, Wynn might be dead.
What do I need to do first aid to stabilize somebody, or do I just have to get somebody out of here?
Get me out of here, Corny.
There's a lot going on. Give me a moment, and I'm gonna trust my gut to figure out what I need to do. Because I don't fucking know. Which means I don't have to use weird to do it anymore. I can use charm now.
So, other topics under gender harm. Recovery. 3 to
No idea.
1 to 3 harm. Oh, so you rolled. Oh.
That's experience, at least. Yeah, that's bad for us, y'all.
That's a 1 and a 2.
Oh.
Wait, what's your... Okay, your charm is 1.
Better than my weird.
Okay. 1 to 3 harm wounds improve when you receive first aid, and later when you rest, heal 1 when you do. Unstable wounds require first aid to become stable. While unstable, they may get worse. 4+ harm wounds require a healing move, time in an infirmary or hospital, or magical healing. So
I can't do shit, but
you
at
can
least stop the unstable.
Yeah, you can stabilize, but the pipe bomb had done 4 harm because John rolled real well in crafting them.
Perfect. So I got to stabilize these people and get them to a hospital. Except, my trust my gut's going to lead us into danger.
Is that what trust you?
Yeah, when I fail, that's what it does.
Ah. Awesome.
That's only if they let me lead the way. I am going to stabilize both of them, though.
Yeah, you can take.
I don't know what I need to roll for that.
If you were like in a high pressure situation, it'd be act under pressure. But since there's no current threat, you don't have to roll for it right now.
Okay, perfect. So neither of you are unstable anymore. That's good, at least.
Yeah, you can take some time, the quick time you need to stabilize, but you can't heal the harm from their wounds right now, because it was just a big blast to the face.
Yeah, and I don't have any magical healings or a healing move, so. Okay.
Actually, Wynn's was the blast to the face. John used luck to take no damage, but he got hurt from other things. So, I think John would be able to heal 1 harm. Wynn cannot heal at this point.
She needs a hospital.
I'm still unstable, even with 1 heal.
Well,
No. I stopped the unstable.
yeah.
Oh.
So
You might be in the dying category, but the unstable's gone.
If you
Okay,
take
I'm stably dying.
yeah, if you take any more harm, you will be back to unstable. But your current wounds are stable. Yes, so you're able to stabilize them. John can heal 1 harm. Wynn looks like an absolute wreck. She is not okay. You, Corny, you feel trust your gut. Where would it lead you? It would lead you your gut's telling you to it's telling you to take her to a hospital. That's what your instinct is. She needs a hospital. She needs to go
Out of character, I hate that that's the dangerous option. Fuck.
She needs the best medical attention she can get.
Oh no. All right. So I am going to say we should get Wynn and you to a hospital as quickly as we can. Did we need to look around here, look for anything, investigate for any clues while we're here? What's the plan?
I mean, yeah, we should.
Is that kind of your forte?
Do you know who you're talking to?
Does he?
That's kind of why I said it. I do know that he's like been building a case, so that's kind of his thing. Because when we went to the police station,
I would like to investigate this room for like proof or means of what's been going on here. Like, you know, and I know what's been going on, but I'd like to get some like evidence of it.
Okay.
can I roll as well, or do I just roll to help?
Let's have. If you guys are looking at different things, you can roll separately. But if you're just wanting to help John out, you can wait until he rolls.
I'll just help John out. Yeah.
Do any of us have a camera?
I don't know.
I do not.
Do you?
I don't think I do.
Would John have a camera?
I feel like he would, but
Like a weird science a camera. Nah. That's
And if you do,
acid knife and pipe bombs, that's one thing, but a camera, no way.
cameras are useful things. I like cameras.
No way. Jose.
I built my own camera once. That was fun. Out of cardboard.
yeah, like a pinhole camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, John, let me know what you're investigating exactly, and we can.
Well, start with this sort of equipment that's set up around here.
Okay.
Just sort of get the lay of it, see what's
Let's
going on.
investigate a mystery.
Whoa! Investigate a mystery. Mixed success.
Okay. Help out does nothing.
Investigate a mystery. Pull out the book. Eventually, I'll learn everything about this. Okay, so you can ask one of the questions. Unless they updated this.
Mine just says what?
I guess I'll just ask, what happened here?
So from looking around, you see. I can zoom out a little further too, so you get a better read of the area. You see the equipment here looks like a surgery and dissection table. I'll move the big spider head to the side so it's not blocking anything. Looks like a surgery table, dissecting equipment. Everything down below seems to be kept very clean. You notice that this area, this specific area, is kept free of any webbing. As grotesque as this scene might look, it looks like she did know how to perform proper surgeries. And knew what she was doing in a messed up way. You got a lot of surgical tools and stuff, but also vials of what, judging from her body now, you can assume to be her blood or some sort of fluid from her body. And she seemed to be attempting to replicate what had occurred to her and other people. It's kind of confirming what she had said. Up further, you see there's more surgical equipment doing tests on different types of substances and stuff. More of a chemistry experiments going on to the north. And some incubator fridges down to the south. So she had a full lab set up here, just spread out a little bit, probably to compensate for her large form.
Kind of rude, but okay.
I'd like to investigate for anything being concealed, if I succeed.
Okay. Roll to investigate a mystery.
Hey.
Yeah. So that's old 2. What's being concealed, and I guess we kind of already know, but what was it going to do in case we missed anything?
What's
I'm looking around for like hidden areas where maybe some hidden notes are concealed or something like that. And then what was it going to do?
So, for what's being concealed, or what was it going to do? You see in the fridge, you notice the incubator fridges down to the south, and looking at them, you open them up and they have different test tubes with different sort of numbered labels on them of increasing numbers, so you don't know what her shorthand for labeling was, but you can make the assumption that they're just like different generations or versions of what she was making. And that's in one of the shelves, but in the top there's like a number, the ones that all have the same label, so it looks like she was starting to mass produce whatever this agent was that was turning them into this. You get the sense that she was very close to spreading this across the city. Somehow infecting it possibly into the water supply, or just infecting a number of individuals and just letting them loose through the sewers. Don't know which, but it seems that she was getting ready for a mass spread.
So I'm going to kind of turn to John and just... So is there any scientists we try... Wait, sorry. Wrong person to ask that question. Is there any scientists that we don't mistrust as much as the rest?
Nope. And I'm going to start gathering up all the samples and all the juice. Because I don't trust any scientist or the police to not mishandle this stuff, because it's very dangerous.
Okay, and what about that inspector we were speaking to?
Well, we'll tip him off about the goings on here. He can come take a look at Dr. Spiderlegs over there, but we can't risk this stuff falling into the wrong hands.
Okay, I'm with that. I was kind of on the fence of destroying it or turning it over to the inspector, but if you want to hold on to it, I'm okay with that.
You do.
We need to find some safe way to destroy it. We can just smash all the vials, because then it'll still just be here.
Incinerating them usually works.
Do you see an incinerator down here?
Oh no, but we can find one.
Oh yeah.
Now, I feel like I've found everything I can find. Maybe we should talk to your boy Max.
Just one more thing. That computer that on the desk that I was hiding under. Can I take a look at that? If that was a computer.
Yeah,
I think it was.
It is a computer, a monitoring system. There's also some notes and research papers there.
That shit.
Describing her whole process. She was a good scientist and kept lots of notes about how things progressed.
I want to download or acquire that stuff somehow.
You notice that she, most of it is just physical notes. She also has a tape recorder.
I'm taking the notes. I'm taking the tape recorder.
Doesn't seem to have any digital recording devices.
Would my character know that I could just take the hard drive?
So is there no digital records?
There's a computer there, but it doesn't seem to have any research notes in it. No recordings of any kind.
What does it have?
Seems to be mostly just connected to the surveillance system upstairs. So just recordings of what's the outside perimeter. There's also you do find it's connected to a old phone, just a landline phone.
Does it happen to make a really obnoxious noise like
so many bad memories.
Because if so, somebody else has proof that we were here in video because it's connected to the internet.
It seems to just follow the same cable line, but I didn't think of that direct connection. But you do see a list of test subjects. Most of them are the people that were from the shipping company that helped move everything over here. Those seem to be the people who were the primary test subjects.
Are any of them from my neighborhood? Because that is a thing that I'm investigating, as well as all the missing people in my neighborhood.
Let's see. I'm going to roll 2d6. I'd say, would you consider a success they are from your neighborhood, or would that be a failure?
Yeah, I guess that would be a success because that's me completing, or at least getting some answers to my investigation.
Okay. Nine, which is a partial success, correct? I know how this game
So
works.
I guess
7 to 9.
some of my people are on the list, and some of the ones I'm looking for are still at large.
So, yeah, a couple. You look at the list that you'd been given from the officer and cross-reference it. Some of the people that are listed as test subjects are a couple of the missing people from your list, but you do notice that there's actually a lot more people on the list of missing people that been test subjects. So some of the missing people were because of this, but you're actually noticing now that this doesn't cover all the missing people. Something else was going on. Perhaps completely unrelated to this.
Okay. Okay. Good information to add.
Is there anything else you guys want to look at? Is Max still just in the corner, just trying to gather himself?
Yeah, he's trying to recast his glamour.
Let's cut to Max for a second. What's going on in Max's head? How is Max right now?
Pretty shaken up, but there's also a sense of pride as well, because this is the furthest like he's ever advanced with anything before.
Yeah, he's had a lot of milestone leaps in this one encounter.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't really tapped into this much power at once before.
Mm-hmm. But now, though, as he's trying to bring his glamour back up, because he used the luck point, before it was just his hands that, like up to his hands that he couldn't cover up. Now I'm going to say he can't do anything past his elbows.
Slowly losing the ability to fully cloak.
Mm-hmm.
So you focus and try to control yourself, and I'll say since you do have this moment here, you are able to get what you can back up to conceal yourself. I'll switch your token there too.
I just did.
Well, I'm switching it on the overlay.
Oh.
But Corny, you notice just what's it like as the glamour shifts over Max?
Oh, it's just kind of like a prismatic effect.
Corny, you see as glowing prisms kind of like you're looking at a kaleidoscope that just shifts over Max and just covers him and then tightens until you see the form that you're used to. Is his shirt still ripped though?
Yeah.
His normally like tight shirt that's always on the verge of bursting open is now actually bursted open. Like he just flexed way too hard. but that is another new thing for Corny to experience.
I do actually need to use the restroom.
Okay.
So, sorry. But it is at about the hour and a half mark. We can probably come back and talk to Max after.
Yeah,
break.
let's take a quick break.
Yeah.
We'll be right back in a few moments.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry.
Bye.
Who lives in the pineapple under the sea?
I love that that's where we came back to.
Best.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I wasn't gonna stop him.
Nope.
Oh, P. Right song.
So we're back. What were we doing? Right. Make sure my mic is not... Yeah, my mic's good.
We're in the spider hole.
Why do
And
you have to say
talking
it
to
like
Max.
that?
Well, you have to pay the troll toll to get into the boy's soul.
Anyway... Corny, you've just witnessed this transformation for Max. And I don't know, but I won't speak for your character, but you might be starting to piece together that there's something up with Max.
Yeah. Hey, everything all right over there, bud?
You doing all right over there, bud?
Everything
Yeah.
good?
Having a little shapeshift over there, bud. Little glamour spell.
Little identity crisis.
Little magical transformation. Little
I noticed it's not quite working all the way.
a little going from column A over to column B. A
little bit A.5.
a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Section A, subcolumn 1.
I think we've got our point across.
You done?
I had more, but go ahead.
Well,
I give an annoyed but incredulous look going between the two of them.
Look, I deal with everything that's hard to believe or difficult with humor. I don't know what you want from me. You literally have monster hands.
Yeah, I do.
Like, thankfully you didn't kill Win. So far you've been helpful. Just, we're also kind of fighting monsters, and I point at the giant dead arachnid thing.
Yeah, it's just like Max is. He's coming down from the anger high right now, so he's
Fair.
just gonna defer back to the two of you thing. So, is it over? Did we win? What's going on?
Yeah, we think so. Come on, we gotta get
Qualified victory?
Win out of here. And also me.
Yeah. Stabilize them, but their Win's definitely hurting, and John looked better, which is saying a lot.
I got like tattered clothes and
Yeah, but what of that is new?
bloody scrapes and I got a limp probably.
Oh, I have a cane here. You can use this.
I don't want your cake.
Fair enough. It's also a sword.
I'd second that.
I mean,
When you put it that way.
it's definitely an improvement.
Yeah, I mean, I figured you would like it because it's one thing on the outside, but it's actually something else, and that's kind of like your whole thing. The conspiracies.
I'm like an onion. Layers.
Anyway.
So, I am very much aware that I have monster hands in the forearm right now. So, I'm going to go over to Wynn, and I'm going to take her jacket off.
Oh.
And I'm going to.
I didn't think we were going in this direction.
Stop. And I'm going to use my magic to make her jacket my size and put it on.
Weird use of use magic. I kind of want to make you roll for this, just to see what comes out. How it turns out.
Is what I even want an option?
It's technically not an option. It's stretching the rules a bit, but
Yeah, that is.
but it's fairly loosely ruled.
If you strategically rip it, it could fit you.
Here, I'll summon a monster in the world in the shape of a jacket. And just wear it out.
A mimic jacket? Yes.
Oh, there you go.
I'll
How
let
would that
you.
work?
If there's spells that you want to try and cast that aren't listed, we can try and roll for it and see how you do.
Okay. All I'm trying to do is just make a jacket bigger, so.
Yeah.
Where would the mouth on a mimic jacket be? Would it be like the front zipper, or would it be
Yeah.
like
I feel like if
Would
you're
it be like
inside the
the-
jacket, you're in its mouth.
the neck, like the collar?
Oh, I got a 12.
You. With the newfound power that you had, the little bit of residual, like, fire and anger, you take her jacket and you just do fully whip it around, and it sort of like engulfs in flame and then expands as you pull it on over your shoulders and fits fairly snugly. Just like your shirt, you size it up so it's like still tight. Because you made the mini, not me.
Yeah. So with the jacket on, I'm just gonna pick up Wind Bridle style and then like just fall, just look at the other two, waiting for them to finish up their business.
At which point, Cornelius is going to hit both hands on his knees and go, well,
Let's go.
So
Blow this taco stand.
you guys exit the this makeshift sewer lab back up to the surface.
The spider hole.
As we're walking, I'm going to ask John if he wants to call the officer and let him know where this is so he can get on it since we're done here.
Way ahead of you, buddy. I say, already whipping out yet another burner phone.
Checks out.
Do you remember what that guy's name was?
Fuck no.
Wait, I think I might have it written down.
That was 3 months ago. It's gone.
I remember we had some dumb little rhyme about it or something.
Isn't it Richard?
Wasn't it?
Is it?
Do you want me to tell you?
I recall.
Oh, Patrick
only-
Egan?
What?
Oh, yeah. What is it again? No,
The
that
Patrick.
was you.
No, but I stole the uniform of a cop, and his name was Patrick Egan.
Yeah, that was that wasn't the inspector.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
That's the cop whose life you basically just completely ruined.
Collateral damage.
Yeah, it's
You
only
win some,
been
you'll
like
lose some.
2 or 3 days in game. I feel like we would remember it.
I recall my 2-day-old memory of the officer's name,
Richard Story.
Richard Story.
Oh, I spelled his name wrong then. I had Richard Story. Let's put a Y in there.
Is he a detective or an officer? I don't know.
Officer.
Officer Story. I say briskly to whoever answers the phone at the police station.
Yes, speaking.
Found your culprit, and then I give him the address. Should be safe enough. Bring a team, and I hang up.
And then
I
destroy the
snap
phone.
the phone.
Yeah. Take your acid knife and just carve out the SIM card.
Let's scram.
You're gonna have so many odd devices that you've crafted throughout this.
Yeah.
I feel like
wouldn't
your
have it any
burner
other way.
phones are just extra ingredients in some of the things you craft now. The ones that you break, like, oh, ingredients, materials.
Yeah, he just makes sure to destroy the SIM card and then just keeps all the other components.
I'm gonna slowly but surely turn myself into Inspector Gadget. I haven't tried any artificial enhancement surgeries yet, but
Well, you have to do it yourself because you can't trust somebody else to do it.
yeah, if you want a job done right.
Big tech would just implant a microchip in your brain, and I don't know what I could say without this getting into super controversial areas, so I'm going to stop this joke right there.
And I say now to the group, I think we should take him to the hospital. What do you guys think?
Yeah, take win. I'll sort myself out.
All right. And I'm going to start heading towards the hospital. And hopefully Max comes with me, unless he has a different idea.
I'll follow you, but
Okay. Just because you're carrying her.
yeah.
Strong boy.
So you guys do decide to take Wynn to the hospital?
I will
That's what my
go
gut told me.
to my usual back alley shady clinic.
I believe we have there written Bone Saw Clinic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. We have a brief period here of downtime, essentially.
So are me and Corny walking to the place, or did we get in this car?
My car's broken, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
how that happened.
it's
Yeah. Yep.
it's currently the same. I believe it's the same day or the day after they disassembled it for a makeshift sonar.
Yep. I feel like I had a different idea, but the car was chosen.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
I'm going to talk to the neighborhood after we drop off Wynn and see if somebody can get working on fixing my car.
Okay. So you guys go, and how do you drop Wynn off at the hospital?
Oh, I can't linger too long because even though I'm wearing the jacket, my hands are still exposed.
It's once we get her in, I'll just say, yeah, you can go. I'll handle this, and you just get her into a chair or something, and I'll talk to the people.
Okay.
And hopefully not fuck this up.
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to go before anyone notices.
So
I'm gonna go up to the front desk. Oh god.
yeah, you go up to the front desk. There's a man at the counter there, and nods to you, says, how can I help you?
My friend is severely injured. I found her like this in an alley outside of her apartment. She needs help. All I could do was stabilize her. I'm not a doctor.
He looks at her and nods and says, we'll get her on a stretcher. Do you have her what's her name?
Her name is Wynn.
Last name?
I don't know.
Weird last name.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's Slavic.
I don't know. He raises a bit of an eyebrow at that, but says, "Okay. Would you be able to fill out this form?" And he gives you a form with just asking for a bunch of generic information for you to fill out. Whether or not you want to fill it out honestly is, or honestly to the best of your abilities, because it's mostly personal information about Wynn, as well as your contact details.
I'm gonna say the best I can do is give you a number to contact me at. Otherwise, you're gonna have to ask her information when she gets up. We're new friends.
See, this is why I don't trust hospitals. So many questions that no one needs to know the answer to.
Why do they need to know my blood type?
Yeah, it's not important.
Yeah. If I have any allergies, why do they need to know that?
I feel like they could test that at the hospital and they don't need to ask me questions.
Yeah, slackers.
I'm supposed to do your job for you?
If I have any current injuries or disabilities of any sort, come on.
Use your eyes.
But the person there nods and says, we'll see what we can do.
Okay, now I need to come up to the room with her until I can get one of my people here to stay with her. And I will manipulate him if I have to.
I'd say yes, that will require manipulation because you've admitted to not knowing her very well and thus not being direct family or anything.
Grifter. What's going to convince him?
I'd say what would convince him would be
Money.
Quiet your voice.
Actually, it would either be money or telling him that you're going to get in contact with her family and send them over.
Perfect.
One of those two things would probably be your best bets. So, what's the mixed success for manipulate someone?
Only if I do something for them right now to show that I mean it. So I'm going to make a phone call to quote-unquote Wynn's family to show that I'm sending them over.
So, does Corny carry a phone with him?
Yeah, I have one so I can call the spot. It's the same phone. It's always the same number. I do not have a burner.
So yeah, cell phones not super common, but the fact that you pull one out does almost like a sign of status. But so you said you call.
Is the hospital close enough to my neighborhood?
This
It's
would
not
be
too far
like,
away looking at the map.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking, because it's right next to it on the map.
This would be just like on the edge. Like I'd say that main road is like the end of your neighborhood. This hospital is like it's the big
So
hospital.
You
of
have
the
no
city.
power here.
So I don't get my hood influence, but he may have heard of me if he's from anywhere around here.
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Say my name.
And what I'm gonna do is, so I'm calling Henry, and I'm just saying, hey, it's Corny. Wynn needs you at the hospital. Come help your sister.
Okay.
And I don't know if him hearing my name means anything, but we're throwing it out there. My name has some weight in certain parts of this town, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. But that he does give a nod to that because that is a good display of like he has no reason to assume right now that you'd contact somebody else. And he lets you know, well, he doesn't, she's still going to be in the waiting room for a little bit, but he'll let whoever comes looking for her, let them know what room she's in.
You don't need to let him know. I'll be in the room. I can let him know.
Well, by the time he gets there, she'll actually. Me considering how the healthcare system in this world would work, would she still be in the waiting room? In her condition, probably not.
Probably not. She's pretty beat up.
Yeah. So, they do take her to a room, and they are starting to prep her for surgery. Because there's a number of fractures, probably a broken bone or 2 or 5. Sorry, Wynn.
Well, I'm staying with her as much as I can. And if she goes to surgery, I'm going to the surgery viewing room. This world sucks. In a good way. Like, you wrote it well, it is a dangerous world.
Yeah, that's the way I like it.
Yep, that's fair. I just wanted to make sure you didn't think I was saying that your world sucked like that. That's not what I'm saying.
But it's still a while before she can get prepped for surgery. Who did you call? Mikey? Or
Henry.
Henry does eventually show up and says, just like, I can keep an eye on her if you had other things you need to take care of.
She doesn't leave your sight, and I'm going to send the boys over too. You know how it is. People have been disappearing. And he's the muscle.
Okay, yeah. He would be the deep one.
Yeah.
Was it Mikey who was jittery? Or was it...
Yeah, Mikey's jittery, Danny's wiry.
Okay. But yeah, I'll make sure she doesn't leave my sight.
All right. I appreciate it. We don't need any more people to be looking for.
Meanwhile, John, you go to take care of your own injuries at the bone saw clinic on the edge of town.
Yeah.
The sketchiest infirmary you could possibly imagine. Has like a neon light sign, I imagine, with just like one of the letters constantly just buzzing in and out. Probably the only working light is the one that's flickering.
Yeah.
And how did you describe this doctor again?
I have no idea. We can say that his name is actually Dr. Bonesaw. It's Slavic. And
If it's any ever a weird term for a name, it's always Slavic.
It's Slavic. I love it.
so
Sorry to
Yo.
any Scandinavian people who might be watching this.
You can't, bro. Slavic and Scandinavian are different.
oh my god, Jake.
That's my
That's
apologies.
so racist.
Well, Slovakia,
No,
isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
and the surrounding region. That's funny. That was good. Thank you.
Where is Slovakia? I'm actually curious now. Bring up the map.
It's one of the Balkans. It's the old Iron Curtain.
Where? Now I'm looking this up because I'm curious, because I don't like making mistakes like that.
The countries that used to be
Oh.
between Germany and Russia.
Okay.
Or that
There's-
are between Germany and Russia, that used to be Russia.
Our sincerest apologies to the Scandinavian viewers for associating you with our Slavic viewers.
Yeah.
We're sorry, you didn't deserve that.
Yeah, that's my bad. I'm learning.
Well, I don't know if that's the right apology.
I don't like getting people mixed up. Okay, that's where it is. I see it now.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, you're good. It happens. No big deal.
But I know where it is now. I learned today.
Knowledge.
Okay, I'll go back to making up details about this Dr. NPC we're never going to see again.
Hey, this is his second appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so any medical implementations? Oh my god, English.
Implements
Uh,
or instruments.
any medical implications of the name Bonesaw are purely coincidental. That is just his name. He's actually, very good at what he does.
He just made some mistakes when he was young and lost his license.
Well, you have to pay like a $50 processing fee or something for the license, and that
a lot
just
of
eats
money.
into your profits. It does not make business sense.
Yeah, no, fair. Yeah.
Why have a license? It just costs money.
Why does the government get to tell me if I can or can't be a doctor?
Yeah. His name's Dr. Bonesaw. He's got to be good.
Even though you just stated it has no relation to his ability to do
Look,
medicine.
don't think about it too hard, okay? That's I think that's their slogan is "Don't think about it too hard."
They hand you the bill for everything that they've done, and it's just at the bottom. Just don't think about it too hard.
Oh, there's no bills, no paper trail.
Oh, right. It's just a piece of paper with the amount on it. And it's just
They They write it on a foggy window, and then once you pay it, they wipe it clean.
Of course, wearing rubber gloves so there's no fingerprints.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
That was a given.
The most convoluted system.
Hey, if it works, it works, okay?
Does it work?
Let's find out. So I walk into the clinic.
Does he have a gruff voice?
Dealer's choice.
Hello. That's what I'm going with. You gave me the option.
Hello. Welcome to my humble abode.
John.
Hey, doctor. As you can see, here I am.
Shit.
Yeah, I kind of feel like shit. Can we that? Make that not be so.
Well, I can make you hurt less, but I can't help with the way you look.
Got him.
Yeah, you got me. You got me, Doc. You with your wily Slavic ways.
Here, I'll get you patched up. And he does start to bandage your wounds, clean any injuries, give you stitches where needed. And so that's what's happening with John and Corny. Max, what are you up to? You have some. You weren't unstable, but you did get some injuries of your own.
Yeah. I think my main concern is going to be my arms. So so I'm going to find no, I'm going to go back to my yeah, I'm going to go back to my apartment because I'm pretty sure I have some arm sleeves in there. I'm going to have to start wearing.
Just full sleeves, just long gloves.
Yeah. Well, arm sleeves, and then I'm gonna I'll find the scarce heather gloves to wear over my exposed hands.
I mean, you have the jacket on, so it would cover like most of your sleeve. But you still want the long gloves.
Yeah, but this jacket isn't my style though, so.
Wow, just trashing Wynn's jacket.
I didn't say it was a bad jacket. It's just that it's not my style.
She has said she's flaky. I doubt her style's that great.
That's actually trashing her style.
Wynn, if you're watching, I do not support this.
I did it. I take full responsibility.
Yeah, so I'm gonna head back to my place. Put on some arm sleeves, some new gloves, and then head back to the hospital.
Okay.
Maybe wash up in case I'm covered in blood.
Yeah. You guys wash up, you get your injuries taken care of. You learn that Wynn has been stabilized, her wounds treated as well as they can be for now. But she remains unconscious, and the doctors aren't sure of when she will wake up. They can't pinpoint exactly what is causing it?
You'll wake up in about a month's time.
Are they sick? What do you guys... You have a bit of downtime here. Is there anything specific people would like to look into or do before moving into something new?
I want to get help from the neighborhood to fix the car, and I want to meet back up with the creature that shall not be identified named Violet. And possibly let the party know about her if I see any of them.
I wanna take the samples I took and all that stuff down to my little basement hideout, and I wanna start studying it.
Okay. To your apartment that shall not be labeled. Because nobody will know where that is.
It's best if they don't.
Challenge accepted.
In fact, I insist on them not knowing what it is.
Anytime you depart with them, you take a train, then take a bus back, and then walk a number of blocks just to make sure that there was no way to follow you.
Gotta lose the tails.
Your place actually isn't that far away, but you always take over an hour to get back.
That's the price of security.
But so we got someone investigating samples. Corny. You. The people, Violet, left note at the spot saying that she'd be around, and that she'd find you when she needed you. Didn't give a timeline. She didn't seem to care much for your schedule.
Checks out.
Max, what were you going to be doing for a brief moment?
A brief moment.
For this sort of little bit of downtime. This is an amount of time that lets you guys heal up your wounds. So this will probably be over the course of a couple days, we'll say.
Okay. Well, during that time, I'll probably have to go back to work and make sure Sandra's doing okay.
Sandra.
Is it Sandra? I'm pretty sure it's Sandra. I think we've changed her name God knows how many times.
No, Sandra.
Okay.
That's my note from the second session.
All right. So then, yes, Sandra.
I keep notes, just very little of them.
What's a note?
But what was her you and Wynn made this character. What's her personality like?
Oh, Lord.
Just bullet point. What's her... Let me just give you the... What's her motivation?
Her motivation in like life.
Yeah.
All I heard was more acting notes. Like, what's her motivation?
Oh.
That's what I'm asking for, essentially.
So I think he's going to be just like a very annoyed at Max for ditching her the way he did. Sorry. She's a nice person, but like when she gets annoyed or angry, it's obvious.
Okay.
No filter. Got it.
Okay. Got her tagged down. So yeah, you get back to work at some point, and Sandra's there waiting the tables and just looks at you upon entering. It's like, hey, where have you guys? What have you guys been up? Where have you guys been? I've been covering you and Wynn's shifts the last 2 days.
I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. I owe you. But something came up. But it's over now.
Wynn's supposed to cover closing today. Is she going to be able to make it?
No, that's why I'm here. I'm taking her shift tonight.
Okay. What's up with, what's going on with Wynn?
She came down with something.
Okay. Well, hopefully she'll be better. Right now you see that there's not too many patrons in the coffee shop. There's just seems to be a couple people at one of the tables, and then at a on one of the benches facing the window, there's another pair of people, but doesn't seem to be too busy right now.
I take a quick glance around, just seeing it's not too busy. Take a sigh of relief. Go into the back, clock in, put my apron on, and then come back out. And start working the line with Sandra.
And you guys do take care of things. At one point, a young woman comes up to the counter to you, Max, and says, "Hello. Are you friends with Corny?"
I just sort of look at her and blink a couple of times. He wouldn't say friends. I know him, though. Can I help you?
We just keeping an eye on things. We're looking into some stuff. He owes me a favor.
Okay. This person is saying we. Do I see any other person like with them?
She was one of the patrons at the window. You see where next to where she was sitting, a short, stout man with a red hat, who's just currently looking out the window.
Okay.
She kind of tilts her head, looking at you, and just says, "You smell of brimstone."
Yeah, I got that a lot. It's a new cologne.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you have a wonderful day.
You too. Do you want anything to drink?
She looks at the menu and just says, "Nothing to my taste. Not sweet enough." And she exits the coffee shop with the shorter man.
Look over the Sandra, like, not sweet enough. There's enough sugar in here to cause, like, 100 cases of diabetes overnight.
Yes.
Well, that was weird.
But you continue working your shift until closing. Unless there's any specific things you want to do, there's no rules necessary for that.
No, I think Max needs to get back to, like, a normal routine. Before shit starts hitting the wall again.
What would make you assume that would happen? But...
Sir.
John, you're doing some tests on the goop that you had scooped up. You don't... I believe having a proper lab is actually a move that you can take in a playbook, which I don't think you have at the moment.
Well, one of my improvements is to take a move from another playbook, so...
Did you already take a level up, or...?
I'm one experience away from leveling up.
Okay.
Come on, people, I just need to experience something.
I just want to feel something.
Well, you're running some tests on the goop. Is there any specific thing that you're looking for? Or are you just seeing how it reacts to different things?
I just want to understand it in general. I want to possibly develop some sort of, like, preemptive immunity to it, not just an after-the-fact cure. And if that all goes well, I'd like to see how to harness it for my own needs.
Okay.
Oh no, the next bad guy.
Just to know, you know.
Just to see.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a move that would be associated with this?
Now, okay. So this is a little bit of a stretch, admittedly.
I guess
one of my moves.
Science.
One of my moves is contrary, where I seek out and receive someone's honest advice on the best course of action, and then I get experience if I do the opposite of what they think I should do. Which I think is a very fun move. Now, Corny believed that the best course of action was to destroy these samples. Now, I did not say that that was a contrary seeking out thing, and it wasn't at the time. But could I get a contrary bonus from not destroying the samples and from doing something else with them?
How about if we roll your weird science? I know that just seems like the best.
Well, the other thing is that contrary will also give me +1 ongoing for any moves I make pursuing that course, so it make my weird science a little better.
Okay.
That's why I ask. And I admit it's a bit of a stretch. Feel free to say no, but
My thought was
come
going
on.
to be if the weird science succeeded, then it could progress, and if it failed, then it would end up destroying the samples. Was where my thought was going.
Well, you see, but my intention is not to destroy the samples, though, and I think it's more about my intention.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Hey,
Nice.
You don't get
Yeah,
to use that
it's-
move very often, so
You didn't particularly seek my advice, but you did get it, and now you're doing the opposite.
yeah.
yeah. So
You don't use this ability too often, so let's allow it. It'd be fun.
that means I get a level up.
Hey.
Which means I need to do some reading.
Should we move on to someone else while you sort some stuff out?
that might be best.
I do have some things that I might do.
Okay. Corny.
So I want to collect the basically protection money from around the neighborhood. You know, we're not like big bruisers, but we are looking into things to help the neighborhood and find the lost people. So I assume we get some kind of compensation for this. I am the crooked after all.
Yeah. Like, you do work for the community, but like, you're essentially a gang leader.
I have to eat. Yeah, I have to eat, you know.
Yeah.
So
You're not necessarily. You have good intentions, but you're not necessarily a fully moral person.
I'm not a good guy.
Yeah.
I just do good things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do want to collect that, and I do want to try to speak to the reporter. Those are the two things I want to try to do. Because the reporter should be healed by now.
Yeah. She is. She got some medical attention. She she wasn't like, luckily she wasn't unstable or anything. She was just knocked unconscious.
Well, and Violet has the ability to help her anyway.
Yeah, there was some odd healing that occurred. But she helped her recover really quickly. But the reporter is now back in her home. And she does answer whenever you come to the door. What were you wanting to ask?
Just first, I'm going to check in with her and just say, hey, how are you feeling?
A bit rattled from the whole ordeal, but physically I'm fine.
Okay, my friend Violet helped you out, right?
Yeah, I don't know what she did, but she
They didn't give you any food Or have you make any promises, did they?
No.
Oh, thank God.
I asked if there's anything I could give them, and she said no, it was a favor for you.
Oh, thank God. I was worried that she was going to try to get something out of you too. Okay. All right. So.
Which I thank you, by the way.
Oh, well, you understand how I work. It was for my own gain, but also for your benefit. I did get something out of this.
Yeah.
So, now you were investigating something, right? Do you have any recollection of that? Do we still have those memories?
Yeah, there's been I was looking into disappearances, all around. Some of the disappearances were connected to, were the employees of a shipping company, but others were just they didn't seem to be connected to each other.
Okay.
I hadn't quite found the line connecting all the others yet.
I haven't really found that line yet myself either, but we did find a list in a lair of something that I think was responsible for all this.
A lair?
It's been called a spider hole by those in the know.
That's an odder term than lair.
It is, I agree, but you don't argue with facts. So anyway, can we compare lists?
Sure.
Okay, and I'm gonna compare the lists that we got out of the lab with hers, and just kind of confirm the information that we already know, but kind of show her what we found.
So, comparing the lists, including the one from the officer as well. All the people that were test subjects are on both lists. The officer's list has a number of more names on it though. But her list actually has some names on it that weren't on the officer's list, and sort of comparing those, you notice that the ones not on the officer's list are people who were living more off-grid, who might not have been registered with under any sort of employment or legal address.
Okay.
So there wouldn't have been any record of them as missing.
But I have a record of them as missing on my stuff because it's from the neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to kind of share at least all of my list information with her, and a general idea of who the culprit was. And then ask if she can continue to look into this and see if she can't find a connection between all these people. Because it may not seem like there's one yet, but now she has more list information.
She's
an investigative journalist, so that's kind of her thing.
Yeah. People, unfortunately in this city, people go missing has no longer become a huge revelation, but over the past few weeks there's been an increase. There's something happened recently that more people have gone missing.
But one of those somethings is this creature that was abducting them and doing experiments on them. And that's where most of these lists have something in common.
Yeah. But those ones were all connected to her, whereas these ones almost seem like something else. There might be something else going on here. I'll look into it further and let you know, and if you come across any more information, swing it by me and I might have found something else.
For sure. And also, just a recommendation. Maybe stop looking into it further when you're about to get abducted next time. Come to us, let us deal with the hard stuff, and then we'll let you deal with the facts.
I wasn't planning on getting abducted. And it's one of the risks of the job. To get the truth out there.
Let us take the fighting risks, and then you can get the truth out. This doesn't seem like you're a very capable fighter. You understand? There's a reason they pay me to protect the neighborhood.
That's fair. I'll come to you before I stick my nose any deeper into something.
Just so we at least know where you are, so we know where to look for you in case you go missing. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Maybe take the night off and start fresh tomorrow.
That's a good idea.
You have all this information, plenty to look over. No need to be out and digging around just yet.
Thank you again.
And he kind of just nods at her and just stands up and goes to leave.
Okay. So,
do I need to keep track of any money that I collect from the neighborhood, or
no,
will you
we
just
don't
kind of cover that? Okay.
Yeah, we don't really need to keep track of how much money each individual gets. You sort of have an idea of how much you would have.
Okay.
And if you ever try to purchase something that seems outside of what you would have available to you, then you'd have to figure out a way to get more money. But as it stands,
cool.
Everyone has what they need to survive, and for basic purchases. If you ever need to buy a full arsenal of stuff, then there might be way more just you need to figure out how you're getting this money.
Right. But I'm just going to head back to the spot and up to y'all.
Okay. So, John, have you had a chance to look at...
I did.
And
I picked the move from another playbook. I've read about this sort of thing.
Nice, that's a good one.
Which means I can roll sharp instead of cool when I act under pressure.
do you know what that playbook is from? What that move is?
Expert, I think.
Okay. Let me just...
I thought about taking that.
Tell you for sure.
I might end up taking that one, but I really liked the supernatural bond thing.
Yeah, it's expert.
Okay. A, B, C, D, E. Oh, wait, there we go.
I figure my sharp is 3 points higher than my cool, so it's probably worthwhile.
Very
I
important.
read about this today. Okay. Yeah. So, you're now investigating into the samples you've taken. I feel like this would be... I know it doesn't really... It's, I guess, investigative mystery or weird science, one of those. It's kind of weird science, but you're investigating it, so... Using weird science to investigate it. But I feel like investigate fits better for the situation.
Sure. I investigate the mystery.
Investigate that mystery.
And I have +1 because I'm contrary.
Yeah.
Hey!
Let's go.
Nice.
So next session's going to be rough, y'all. Because we've had a lot of 12s today.
Yeah.
Well, the session before this, we were hitting like straight 5s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The past 2 sessions, honestly, because I wasn't here last, but the one before we were too.
But hey, experience, fast level up.
Yeah, I just
Don't
didn't get any
forget
of
to
it.
mark experience.
But what sort of things are you looking for with this?
First of all, how to stop it. Not that I necessarily want to right now, just want to know how to. And second of all, how to expand on it.
We're playing with the BBEG.
He was the villain all along.
He was a plant, yeah.
Everyone has the ability to just become the villain in this game. So upon some experimentation, you are able to figure out the certain chemical process that can halt the mutation, and you can sort of start to going through her notes and listening to recordings of everything. You start to understand how she was doing this, how she was infecting these people. You learn that her mutation started with the surge, but took it was a slow process, slower than any of the creatures that you've seen, which takes, like, judging from it took a few weeks. At first for them to start changing, and then as she was refining the process, the change was happening faster and faster. Her initial change took, like, probably over a full year to actually fully take effect. So she became what she was. And her experiments never became the same as her, because they weren't as they weren't in control of themselves. She could command them a little bit to an extent, but she couldn't even fully control them. You realize that there's almost holes in her research where she would come to a revelation, a breakthrough in the process, with just kind of out of nowhere. Like, she was like, the information just came to her that she that helped her with the breakthrough. And you start to notice a number of these gaps, especially in the more recent months, just suddenly breakthrough after breakthrough, that there was no build-up towards. She just came to, oh, here's where the problem was, here's how I continue.
She was nuts.
You start to understand how this worked, and with more digging and experimenting, you'd think that you could probably make this yourself, but you'd have to experiment to make sure that you didn't lose control yourself, that you could keep in a stable mind. Because obviously you don't want to end up like her test subjects.
Yeah, of course not.
But there should be a way to partially implement this. There's got to be a way. And that's, I think, what you get with the 12.
Alright. Work with that.
And as the days progress, you guys eventually heal back up. Wynn's still unconscious. You keep tabs on her on a regular basis, but there hasn't been any progress with her current state. Eventually, Corny, you get word that Violet wants to meet you. She says she wants to meet you at, just bring it up here. Whoa, someone's thing flickering there? Ah. What's...
Yeah, I'm glitching out.
What the heck is happening? Is your camera okay?
No, it is sincerely glitching out, and it has done this before. But,
do you know what's needed to fix it?
no.
Is it, have you tried fully plugging it into the USB, like just pushing it in? Because sometimes that happens with mine.
It's probably something like that, but I don't know. I think it adds a little dramatic effect, personally. But
okay. I was just noticing it at the corner of my eye because I have you up on the other screen, and it's like, what the hell is happening? That experiment's going wild.
oh yeah.
Violet wants to meet up with you in the forest near Well, let me just get you guys placed where you are. So, Corny is at the spot. Max is at his apartment probably, or the coffee shop. Wynn's at the hospital.
Coffee shop.
John is somewhere. So, she wants to meet you. Where does she want to meet you? Biggest. Yeah, I'd say actually she's wanting to meet you at the forest across the river.
One with the small lake.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can bring it up here. Yeah.
I will try my best to reach the group, and also Danny O. Is the car fixed?
Yeah, by now the car would be fixed.
Okay. So the plan is to go pick up Danny O and then have him drive around and pick up Max, and then hopefully if I can get a hold of John, I'm gonna have him meet us at the coffee shop, and then we'll pick everybody up there.
Okay. Yeah, and she says to bring your friend, the one who smells of brimstone. So you go around. Danielle picks everybody up, and you head over to our first time going to the other side of the map.
And this is like the rich region too, right? Isn't that what you said? Like it's wealthier on this side of the river?
There's... Yeah, so the coffee shop and stuff is like the higher end of this side, but then on the other side of the river there's a lot of industrial things on the other side, but also like you would get like a lot of the high-end people who would live on this side. But this is a forest that it's not many people go in it. It's not like a reserve, it's just people don't tend to explore very far into it. They get uneasy about it.
Okay. I imagine because we were invited, we don't get uneasy. Or is that not true?
No, it still gives an off sense to it. But
I'm gonna direct us to wherever I was told the meeting point is, and just let everybody kind of know. Max, John, Danny.
And as to cross the river, there is a checkpoint that you have to pass through. But I'm sure as the Crooked, you have some sort of
I'm gonna manipulate. I mean, that's my main go-to. But before, like, as we're picking up and everybody's in the car, I'm gonna start with just like, so everyone knows, this is one of the changes in our world, this person that we're going to meet. Don't enter into any deals with them or accept any food from them. They want to meet all of us. They have something going on. I made a deal to save the reporter, and now I'm fulfilling this deal. You are all not part of it, but they did want to meet you, so I brought you with as part of fulfillment. You can always abandon helping with this if you choose to. Be careful of the agreements that you make when we get into this forest.
How do John and Max react to this information?
Honestly, I'm not even sure John's answering his phone.
Okay.
I think he might be a little wrapped up in his goings on.
So, John,
Right,
you
so
can't.
basically Max.
John, you can't get a hold of right now, and you don't know where he lives either.
Nope.
But you are able to get in touch with Max.
And I don't know if Max comes with. That's still up to Max. But
Well, what time of the day is this? Because if it's after closing, sure.
It would be after closing.
It wouldn't?
It would be.
Okay, then sure. And I'm going to ask him, does this... Max just has a hunch. Does this person happen to be, like, yay high? And then I just given a recount description of what she looked like?
yeah, that sounds like her.
So,
Yeah.
She would often wear a silken dress decorated with flowers and leaves.
Like embroidered or actual flowers and leaves?
Yes.
Both heard. All right.
Oh, come
A little bit of both.
And she does walk around barefoot.
Okay. With a constant grass stain on the bottom of her feet that you can't explain.
Yep.
I feel like we can explain it, actually.
Yeah.
And a skip to her step.
A song in her heart.
What's in the step of the red-hatted one? Is it murder?
He has a sharp pointed white beard and a pointy red hat.
A
And
red cap?
Bro, that is all I heard when he said red cap. I was like,
I said hat.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, that's all I heard. I heard what I heard, okay? Doesn't mean you said it.
Who knows?
Oh my god. All right, and we approach the, I don't know if there's anything else you want to say about her as we're going, but if not, I guess we approach the fucking...
So
the toll booth, basically?
Yeah, it's essentially a toll booth, which I feel like Corny has some way to get through the checkpoints.
So I'm going to manipulate and use Grifter and find out a way through. I'm going to guess that if I just say I was invited, that I might be able to, because trolls are also part of that same kingdom. But that's up to you.
So this toll booth is actually controlled by Polaris Industries. They control the in and outs of this bridge.
Oh, there's an in and out?
We need a boat, y'all. All right, so what can I convince them with? What do I need to do?
Either some sort of You could pose as like a delivery service, or as most people who work in this place, bribery is not off the table either.
We're trying to avoid that, but it's okay. Can I pose as a Polaris employee?
Yeah. That would
I bet.
probably be a good way to get easy in and out access for different...
Based on the car we're driving, my pose for this is going to be as a Polaris, like, special employee, like or special investigator, or like somebody that is not high up but is highly employed. Like what I have to do is very important, and the person over me is not somebody you want to anger.
Okay. Yeah. Let's...
Fuck!
Oh!
Oh my god.
2 1s, dude. That's 2 1s.
Give me a second to add my experience. Wait.
Mark
I did actually fail earlier, and I totally forgot to mark experience. Okay.
This is like a super fail, dude.
No, I know. But hold on, because I'm not sure if I'm taking this fail, so I didn't mark experience for this fail.
I mean, you've already checked off 2 points of luck.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I know, and I had to because it saved a life.
But
God. Oh, God. Okay, I fail, and I go for whatever the fucking, yeah, it's cool, 3 experience.
okay.
God damn. This is what I get for talking shit about 12s earlier.
Once your approach is completely wrong, you offend or anger the target.
Love that for me.
Hey.
How angry?
Ah.
Can I still pay them off?
So... let me think about this for a second. I'm gonna need a second here just to figure out. For a critical fail.
Oh no.
What?
Oh, just how badly I failed and what I'm worried about is coming.
So,
I'm in the car with you, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
you are. He's going to signal to another officer there.
Before he does that, though,
Um,
I'm going to do mental dominion then.
so the critical fail would take place before that. You can
Okay.
use this, but he's just
Yeah.
going to...
He's definitely going to call somebody over, but you might be able to fix it after that.
Okay.
He's going to call someone over, and he's just going to look to them. He's like, mark down the plates. And he's going to look at you. I'm going to need your name, both of your names.
And that's my cue.
Yes, it is.
So now you're going to try to manipulate with mental dominion.
Yep. Fingers crossed.
Oh,
Hey!
fucking God.
So that's a +3.
Oh.
So I have to do this. These are not the droids you were looking for. or whatever the hell it goes.
Oh my God.
We cannot legally say droids. That is a copywritten term for Disney.
These are not the autonomous robotic units you are looking for.
Yeah.
The legally distinct robots. So, what do you say to him? So, Corny, you and I'm assuming Max is in the is in the back seat while you're in the passenger side. Corny?
Oh, I'm definitely in the back seat.
Oh, you're in the back seat?
Yeah, he can be in passenger or the other side of the back seat, but no,
Wait, who's
that's my
driving?
driver, bro. I'm in the back seat.
Oh, okay.
Danny O is driving. This is the way.
So, Max, are you in the passenger seat or the back seat with Corny?
I feel like back seat with Corny because like we're both looking at this guy together. Makes more sense.
Okay. Yeah, as the person sticks their, leans into, not fully sticking their head in the window, but just leans in to note you guys in the back seat. Corny, you probably notice as there's a glimmer shine across Max's eyes that gets reflected in this person's eyes. And what do you say, Max, exactly?
What did Corny first say to the dude that he got the failure about?
I said we were employees of Polaris under one of the executives going about business.
Okay. The first thing I'm going to say, I'm not sure if you heard my friend here, but we're employees of that person here. So we would like to continue. And then, so this is like a guard for the checkpoint, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next thing I'm going to say is I also believe you have a couple of passes for us that will let us go back and forth without being hindered.
This is the worst ability.
It's only bad to get creative. And then the third thing is, please go ahead and,
Just gonna tell this guy to fall asleep as well?
oh, yeah, no. I think that's gonna be the other dude. I think what we did last time is for the other dude, I'm gonna be his, villain origin story.
Oh, this detective is now just, I have now written I have not written, but I have so much in mind now because of what you've done.
Oh, dude, the players write half the story.
And then, okay, what's the third thing then? Go along with your day and just forget you ever saw us.
Okay. So. He's going to... You see him look at you and then nod and say, yes, of course. And he goes back into the booth. And Shimmy's goes through some drawers for something and then comes back and hands you a card that has the Polaris Industries logo on it and a and actually it looks like it has no other words on it. It just has the logo, and it's just a sleek, like, business card size. Not business card size, like credit card size card. It's like, this will get you through checkpoints without hassle. And it says, have a good day.
I give a nod before looking for, just looking straight ahead again.
And you guys continue on through the checkpoint.
And as we get far enough away, I go, "Oh my god! I can't believe that worked."
and I just say GG easy.
On that note, I think we're coming up close to time.
Oh, that was great.
I feel like this is a good point to...
It's a good fade out. Like, we had a high stress moment, and now we're going across a bridge into the distance.
into the unknown.
Yeah. It'll flash. So at the end of the scene, it'll do that. It'll flash to the lab where John Doe's working hard at work. We have no idea where it is. And then it'll finish the scene on Wynn in a hospital bed, and we're not sure what's going to happen.
Yeah. We've cut from here to see John working at a lab, mixing some things. What do we cut at? What do we see with John at this moment? Paint us a picture of this scene that they don't get to see.
Okay, well, I think my favorite piece of lab equipment is the tube that's got the big spiral in it. With so we got one of those going for sure. And one of an Erlenmeyer flask, I think it's called.
That's the one that's thick at the bottom, but skinny at the neck.
Yeah, something like that. Who knows?
No, it is. That's what I'm telling you.
Who knows?
He knows. Okay, so shit's boiling. There's the stuff going through the spiral, all cool, little pipette droppers.
Full mad scientist.
Oh yeah, lightning in the distance somehow. Even though it's the middle of the day and it's not storming.
Yeah, it's like the sun just went down and the skies are clear, but there's still lightning cracking. And you're in the basement too, so how are you seeing the lightning? A lot of questions, but...
And as the camera pans out, John in the lab sort of shifts out of focus, and then just for a moment, a little spider crawling on the wall comes into focus and then cuts to black.
Ooh.
I missed that last part. What?
There's a spider in there.
Oh.
You'll have to watch the OD.
Okay.
Get us more views.
Okay.
And then we cut to Wynn lying in a hospital bed as a silhouette of a figure stands over her, just looking down.
Oh no.
And there's a spider on the wall.
And all they say is, "It won't be long now." And that's where we cut.
Oh, nice.
Thank you all for joining us here. I'll be back this I'll be in this Thursday for our Baldur's Gate stream. Correct, James?
Yep.
And then Sunday, I'll be in for. I'm going to figure out how to set up a drawing stream. I might just do it digitally. Teach myself how to draw digitally on the computer.
Here you go.
But until then, our next Monster of the Week session will be April 7th is when the next session should be. I hope everyone had fun, and I don't know how to raid myself. I've gotten other people to do that.